Level 1. The recruit. You're 19. You feel empty. You've been drinking, partying, drifting through life with no purpose, no direction, no belonging. You see a flyer on your windshield one morning. A website, a hotline number. You call during a period of racial tension. Hundreds of others are calling too. An investigating committee reviews your background, your family, your connections. They ask you 10 questions. Do you believe in Negro equality? Did you fight for the Union? You answer correctly. You're invited to a meeting. You pay your KKK token. $10? That's it. $10 to join one of the most notorious hate groups in American history. You show up at night to a secret location. Nighthawks stand armed at the door. You place your left hand on a Bible, raise your right hand toward heaven, and swear an oath. You finally belong to something bigger than yourself. For the first time in your life, you feel fulfilled. But what you don't know yet is that this feeling will cost you everything. Level 2. The soldier. You're 20. You attend the Clavern meetings now. Secret gatherings where the Clud leads prayers and the exalted Cyclops runs the room. You learn the code language. KKK. Are you a Klansman? KKK. A Klansman, I am. You're given your robe. The women, the LOTIEs, measured you for it, stitched the hood by hand. You wear it for the first time at a cross burning. They tell you it's spiritual, a symbol of faith in Christ. You stand in a circle as the flames rise and you feel it, that tingling, that sense of power. You're told the cross is light piercing the darkness. But you know what it really means. It's a threat, a promise. You pay your imperial tax. You pay your provincial tax. You buy the merchandise, clancraft. You're making no money, you still work your day job, but at night, you're a soldier. And soon, you'll be asked to prove it. Level 3. The Nighthawk. You're 21. You've been in for a year and the local Clavern needs security. You're promoted to Nighthawk. You stand armed at the entrance during meetings. You control who gets in and who doesn't. You deliver messages between leaders, run errands for the exalted Cyclops. You also do the dirty work, leaflet drops. You bag flyers with rocks and throw them into driveways in the middle of the night. Recruitment material, hate propaganda. You're still paying dues, still working your regular job, but you're climbing. You're proving your loyalty. You're part of the infrastructure. But here's what they don't tell you yet. There's a group called the Wrecking Crew, 5 to 8 men authorized to take physical action. And if you keep climbing, you might be asked to join them. Level 4. The Terror. You are 23. You're one of the 12 terrors now, the inner circle that supports the exalted Cyclops. You help run the Clavern. You organize meetings, coordinate rituals, manage newer members. You're also part of the muscle. If someone needs to be warned, you deliver the message. A brick through a window, a cross burned in a yard, a beating in a parking lot. The exalted Cyclops gives the order and you execute it. You don't question, you don't hesitate. This is the cause. This is the family. You've been told your race is under attack, that you're being replaced, that you're the last line of defense, and you believe it. The ideology is deeper now. It's not just about belonging anymore. It's about survival. You're making no money. You're still working during the day, but the Klan is your identity now. And here's the part they never warned you about. In 1868, over 2,000 people were killed or injured in Louisiana in the weeks before the election. You're part of that legacy now, whether you're ready or not. Level 5. The Exalted Cyclops. 5 years in. You run the local Clavern now. You were elected by your brothers. You are the Exalted Cyclops. You lead the meetings. You oversee the 12 terrors. You manage the finances, the dues, the clancraft sales. You report up to the great Titan who controls the province. You're responsible for recruitment, for enforcement, for keeping the Clavern strong. You make the call on who gets warned and who gets worse. And here's the reality. You're still working a day job. Maybe you're a delivery driver. Maybe you run a small business. The Klan doesn't pay you a salary. You make money by skimming dues, by selling robes and merchandise, by taking a cut of the KKK token fees. Maybe you pull in an extra few hundred a month. Maybe 1,000 if your Clavern is big. But you're not doing this for the money. You're doing it for the power, for the respect. When you walk into a room, people know who you are. You are a leader of the invisible empire. But what you're about to discover is that everyone above you is embezzling, and soon you will be too. Level 6, the Great Titan. 8 years in, you control a province now. Several counties under your authority. You are the Great Titan. You were dubbed by the Grand Dragon in a ceremony. You oversee multiple Claverns, multiple exalted Cyclops who report to you. You coordinate cross-burnings, rallies, recruitment drives. You manage the 7 Furies. You're also managing the violence. If a member breaks the rules, if someone talks to the wrong people, if a defector tries to leave, you authorize the Wrecking Crew, 5 to 8 men commissioned to take physical action. In the old days, it was 100 lashes for the first offense, death for the second. Today, it's more careful. A beating, a threat, a fire. You're still working your day job. Maybe you're a corrections officer. Maybe you're in landscaping. The Klan doesn't pay you a salary. You're embezzling dues. You're selling merchandise. You're taking cuts from the klaverns under you. Maybe you're making $2,000 a month on top of your job. But the money isn't the point. The power is. And in 2015, 3 members who were corrections officers were arrested for conspiring to murder a black man. That could be you tomorrow. Level 7. The Grand Dragon. A decade in. You govern the realm, the entire state. You are the Grand Dragon. You were appointed by the Imperial Wizard. You command the Great Titans, the Exalted Cyclops, the hundreds of members across your state. You oversee the imperial tax, the provincial tax, the flow of money up to the national organization. You coordinate with other Grand Dragons at national meetings. You plan operations, rallies, recruitment surges. You also manage the fractures. The Klan is splintering. Rival factions, splinter groups, leaders who break away because they think you're embezzling, because they want the power. And they're right. You are embezzling. Everyone does. That's how you survive. You're making maybe $3,000 to $5,000 a month. But you're also a target. The FBI is watching. The Anti-Defamation League is tracking you. Anonymous might expose your name, your face, your address online, and if that happens, you lose everything. But here's the insane part. In the 1920s, the Klan had 4 to 5 million members. Today, maybe 3,000 to 6,000 nationwide. You're running an empire that's already dead. Level 8. The Imperial Wizard. 15 years in, you are the Imperial Wizard, the supreme commander of the entire invisible empire. You command the Genii, the 15-member council that advises you. You oversee every Grand Dragon, every realm, every clavern in the country. You are the face of the Klan. You give speeches. You plan national rallies. You coordinate the ideology. But here's the truth. The empire is broken. In the 1920s, there were 4 to 5 million members. Today, maybe 3,000 to 6,000 across all the splinter groups. The Dixie Knights, the traditionalist American Knights, rival factions that hate each other as much as they hate their enemies. You're trying to hold it together, but it's falling apart. You're making maybe $10,000 a month if you're embezzling well, but you're also working a day job. You're a delivery driver. You're a small business owner, and the feds are building a case. In 2015, 3 of your members were arrested for conspiring to murder a black man. In 1998, your people dragged James Byrd Jr. behind a truck for 3 miles until he was dead. They got death row. They got life sentences. And when the lawsuits come, the verdicts are in the millions. $7 million for the lynching of Michael Donald in 1981. The Klan is bleeding money. The Klan is dying. And you're the one left holding the bag. Level 9. The banishment. There is no level 9. You can't retire. If you try to leave, you're banished. The wrecking crew might come for you. They might beat you. They might burn your house. If you're lucky, they spread the word, and no Klansman will ever speak to you again. If you're unlucky, Anonymous exposes you. Your name, your face, your address, your employer, posted online for the world to see. Your life is over. You lose your job. Your family disowns you. You're a ghost. Or maybe you flip. Maybe the FBI offers you a deal, and you take it because you're tired, because you're scared, because you finally see the trap. You gave them 15 years. You gave them your youth. You gave them your soul. And what did you get? A robe, a title, a sense of belonging that was always built on a lie. The empire is dying. The membership is collapsing. The lawsuits are piling up, and you're left with nothing but the weight of what you've done.